All right, George, let's talk inflation, shall we?
Yes. So we took a call earlier about housing, and it's a stressful thing for a lot of people, combating inflation, protecting your four walls. And so we've been doing a series on this. We've covered food and utilities. We've got those highlights on our YouTube channel for you to go check out. And today I want to talk about housing. This is a big issue. Whether you're renting or you're looking to buy a house, this is a tough situation for a lot of people. We're seeing prices ballooning out of control right now. I mean, we're seeing some stats here. Rent has ballooned 20% since January 2021. We're seeing them be much higher elsewhere, 50%, even 60% in some areas with rent. So let's talk about ways to save on rent. Number one, this is uncomfortable. No one wants to do it. Get a roommate. I know, you don't want to live with other people. People are complicated. You want to have your own space. You don't want to deal with the dishes sitting in the sink. But that person can cut your housing expenses in half. And this can be a great temporary short gap to get you to where you want to be financially. Number two, sign a longer lease. A lot of the times, if you sign a longer lease, if you know you're going to stay in the same place for a while, you can sign a 16-month lease, an 18-month lease, and save some money that way. And lastly, this is a crazy one, you can move out. You can go find cheaper rent elsewhere. And it may mean moving out of the fancy city and you're a little further out. But if you can stomach the commute, or if you're remote, man, that opens you up to a lot of options when it comes to rent. Do that. Now, when it comes to buying a house, this is a big one, Ken. People are making some really terrible decisions out there because of the FOMO and the market, and they feel like if they don't get in now, they'll never get in.
Now, what is the FOMO, George?
The FOMO is the housing prices are going up so fast that I'll never be able to save up, so why not just do it now? Even though I can't afford the mortgage, I'm just going to go ahead and do it and worry about it later. And I can tell you, we take plenty of calls here on the Ramsey Show of people who call in and say, Ken, George, I made a huge mistake. We jumped into a house too soon because we were impulsive. We skipped the appraisal. We skipped the inspection. The roof is caving in. It needs $20K of work, and we don't know what to do. And the mortgage payment we can't breathe with this payment. So I want you to buy a house the right way, and that means saving money, because you're not going to be drowning. So here's how to save on housing. Number one, save up 10 to 20% for your down payment. And I want you to avoid PMI. That's private mortgage insurance, if you can put 20% down or more, which is money that protects the banks, not you, in case you can't pay. Number two, I want your payment to be no more than 25% of your monthly take-home pay on a 15-year fixed loan. Now, that's hard for a lot of people. They go, well, God, come on, Ken, it's going to take me 7 years to get there. I'm fine with that if it means you're not broke for the next 7 years because you had no patience to wait.
Yeah.
And third, this goes right into this. Wait until the market cools down. We're seeing interest rates start to go up, which hopefully helps cool off the market. I'm not going to predict anything, but that's the hope. Yeah. So let's chill out. Let's be patient. Let's take this time to save up even more for the down payment so that when it cools down, we can make a level-headed decision.
I got a thought, George. You were talking about FOMO, and fear of missing out is what you're talking about. I think it needs to be FOSO, fear of stressed out.
Ooh, I like that.
That's not good at all.
Well,
it's not good.
I want you all to check out the full blog at RamseySolutions.com. It's called How to Combat Inflation and Protect Your Four Walls. We cover everything from food, utilities, housing, transportation. I think even if you do a few of these ideas, it will help create some margin in your budget so that you can breathe, so that we can get through this crazy time of inflation.